2024, Spotify CEO Daniel Ek earned a total of $345 million from the company. This is more than any artist on the platform. Taylor Swift in that same year earned around $130 million. So this is nearly triple her earnings. So if you're anything like me, you probably are obsessed with all things music industry. You may be a musician, you may be a music lover, or you may just think the music industry is really cool. So today we're gonna be talking about the business side of the music industry and where all the money lurks. So you're probably asking, why trust some kid in his college dorm? Let me tell you. So at the age of 13, I started my first business, which was my YouTube channel. I made bass guitar content, and I essentially learned copyrights, royalties, and all that good stuff. I later started a music publishing business, so I've got to learn about publishing and more rights and all that stuff. And currently I'm working on an influencer marketing agency in the music gear space, and this has, allowed me to see all facets of the music industry. And I'm also a guitarist who has been in a couple bands, who's released music, so again, I've seen all ends of the spectrum. So now for the juicy stuff. So music is just like any other industry at the end of the day. And yes, the final product may be the music, or now essentially it's your attention that's commodified because you're not buying any music. But there's lots that go into getting that music out there. So like take tech for instance. The final product for Apple may be their phone, but there are many other industries that have to support Apple to make that phone, because Apple's not making all the little chips or the little they're not mining all the plastic and all this other stuff that goes into making the phone, right? So like music, there are plenty of people behind the scenes that go into maybe artist development, or producing the songs, or marketing the music, which is a label, and all these other things that can't just be done at the face value of the artist. So I've kind of narrowed the music industry down into 7 different verticals, which is quite an understatement, but I think this will just help us group everything together and kind of see what makes sense for your likings. And I'm really just gonna speed through these, and if there's any specific you would like me to go into more detail, we'll make another video about it. All right, so the first one is music marketing and PR. This is very vague, very broad, but this can essentially just look like getting the artist's name out there. So you can reach out to artists and give them some marketing proposals to grow their audience. This is kind of what Jetter does, but we focus on connecting them with brands specifically to help monetize what they're doing. But yeah, so music marketing PR is number 1. Number 2 is artist management and development. This essentially involves booking shows, just everything about their career, securing any brand deals again. And this requires a lot of networking and organizational skills. Again, like no musical skills are involved in this one. Number 3 is music publishing and licensing. This is another one I've had a bit of experience in, specifically with printed publishing, but this could be TV shows, movies, commercials, anywhere you hear music. And again, this doesn't require any music skills, just business skills. Number 4, merchandising and e-commerce. So this is another kind of vague one, and there's 2 kind of separate categories built into this one. So the first part is the merchandising. So this could be selling, creating, and helping the artist with getting all the merch out and running their online stores. So you can do this through, print on demand, which has the lowest upfront cost because you're getting somebody else to just print it right as somebody buys it, but this will have the lowest margins. You could build out your own Shopify, so this will kind of be running your own store, and then, fan club subscriptions. Number 5 is live events, productions, and touring. Again, another conglomerate of roles here, which again is great because there's so many different areas you can choose to work in. So this really involves organizing concerts, festivals, events, really any live show that the artist is doing that they don't want to be booking themselves. You can organize this for them and give them the dates, lay out what their schedule is going to look like, and any artist would be happy to pay for this because it's something that takes a lot of time and management, which artists typically aren't the best at. The jobs in this category include tour managers, event coordinators, and even ticketing companies. All right, number 6 is music tech, apps, gear, really anybody serving, musician, producer, creator can use to help them make music or help their process of making music. So there are tons of startups in this space, and I know because I work with them personally for the influencer agency. And yeah, there are just so many people doing this, and so many great companies out there. So if you have a passion for, you know, guitar pedal building, plugins, picks, straps, building your own guitars, really anything falls into this category, and you can make a business out of it. It's really just all about branding, finding your specific niche, because if you try to sell it to everybody, you're really selling to nobody. So this is something super fun for all you gear nerds. And lastly, number 7, we have content creation around music. So exactly what this video is. You could be talking about, you know, music itself, music industry, anything music. Just, it could be a reaction videos to songs. It could be, you know, gear reviews, how to make your own song, like producer stuff, anything related to music. There's somebody out there who's gonna wanna watch your video and learn from you. All right, and lastly, just to make it really practical for you guys, because I can't give you all the information and just leave you out to hang, but I don't wanna do that because I've been there. So I wanna give you some next steps for actually implementing some of this if you're interested. So I've broken this down into 3 quick steps, and I don't wanna make this video too long. So again, I'll keep this brief for you guys, but first, pick an area out of these 7 that align with your interests, and do a little more research and see if it's something that might be worth pursuing. Second step is now just network within the industry. So for me, a big thing is LinkedIn. I'm always connecting with other people in the space. You can connect with me, and I'm happy to talk more. But yeah, just learn from people that are actually doing it right now and see what they think, see if they recommend it, see where they got started, because that's always the best, to learn from somebody who's currently doing it. And lastly, once you do get started, you want to start small, right? Like, don't start producing $3,000 guitars, making hundreds of them when you don't necessarily know if it's going to work. For me, that involves starting with, you know, startup companies in the industry, and now growing that to bigger brands for the influencer marketing. So start small, see what sticks, see what works, see what people actually need, discover their problems, and then, you know, expand on that. So yeah, I hope this was real tangible and practical for you guys. If you found this at all interesting, I'm going to start catering this channel. I know I've done self-improvement and stuff in general, but really to the music industry, with some self-improvement stuff sprinkled in, just because I think all that's important to whatever you do. But I'm going to start focusing on the music industry stuff. So I hope this was helpful, and if you liked, please subscribe. Please let me know what other type of videos you'd like to see, and I'm happy to discuss. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.